Okay. Don't tap that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Hi, travel friends! Welcome back to our channel. We're Travel SzN. I'm Stoof.
I'm Nate.
And Zedge is our dog laying down over there. We just got back, well, about a week ago, from an awesome 3-week trip in Florida. We started out in Kissimmee, went down to the Keys, and then came back up to Estero, like the Naples area, and then headed back up to Pittsburgh. We spent the holidays there for Christmas and New Year's, and it was a really nice escape from like the current
wintry landscape of Pittsburgh.
Yes.
We're back and we're wondering why did we come back?
Yes. I was also going to say it was an escape from like the political stress and the COVID stress that everyone talks about daily, and it was just nice to like feel normal again and go for hikes outside and spend time outside talking to other people at the RV resorts. Did he fart?
I think he did.
Zedge.
You can't kick him out of his bed.
Mm-mm.
So the first park that we stayed at was in Kissimmee, and which is just south of Orlando. What was the park called?
The Great Oak RV Resort.
And it was really nice. It felt like a little community. A lot of people knew each other. They have a lot of seasonal campers there, or I guess
like full-time people that live there.
Yeah, not quite full-time. I don't think you're allowed to be there year-round, but
right, yeah.
a lot of seasonal people there. And we made a few friends while we were there. We went on a bike ride with Carl.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was our neighbor right across the street. He's one of the seasonal people.
Nice little tour guide. He
Yeah.
was really friendly. He gave us some tips for things to see in Kissimmee and Orlando as well.
Although we didn't have time to do them since we were only there for a few days. But we definitely want to go back to the area, and I liked that park. I would definitely go back.
So another thing we did in Kissimmee is a day at Disney. We went to Epcot and it was raining the whole day. Rainy day at Epcot. But we still had a blast. We met with some of our friends from Pittsburgh who happened to be in the area at the time, and we did some of the rides there. We attempted to drink around the world,
We
but
didn't attempt.
yeah, well, we
didn't
attempted.
No, we got some drinks at some of the places. We
Yeah.
never attempted.
The full
Drink
get a
around the
drink.
world.
Yeah, it's not really a good idea to get a drink from every country in Epcot because they're all
Especially-
different types of alcohols.
Especially if you're there. We
Yeah.
didn't do a full day.
Yeah.
Because I worked the first half of the day, so we didn't actually get there until like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So getting there around 3 o'clock, probably not the best time to start trying to do
Drink around the world. Yeah. The next place we visited was called Fiesta Key RV Resort, and we made a last-minute change to that RV resort. I had us booked at a different one in Key Largo, but it was getting some
We saw
not
some
so
mixed
great
reviews.
Yeah.
And also just looking at the Google Maps aerial view, it looked like it was going to be really, really tight for our size trailer.
We
made a
paid
last-minute
3
change.
times as much to go to a RV resort where we knew we would fit, and we're really happy with what we did.
Yeah.
It was a really nice RV resort. They had a big pool outside. You're right on the ocean. You can watch the sunset every night. You can watch the sunrise every morning. It's literally like its own little island on the Keys. Yeah.
And they had like a sandy beach area where they had chairs and
cabanas.
Yeah, cabanas.
Hot tubs outside.
They also have a kayak launch
Yeah, you
area
could
that
rent
you're allowed to walk
kayaks.
your dog at, and that's where you can take your dog down to the water. So
Yeah, very
it's
dog friendly. Lots of people with dogs walking around.
Yep. They have a
Yep.
dog park, like a little fenced-in dog area that you can let your dog run around off leash.
So while we were in that Fiesta Key resort, we left the trailer there for a night, drove down to Key West. We spent one night in Key West. It's Friday, December 18th, and we're leaving leaving our resort at Fiesta Key to go to Key West. And we're gonna stay at the Crown Plaza, La Concha, and then tomorrow we're gonna do something really fun and exciting. Good morning. We're on our way to Key West International Airport for our seaplane ride to Dry Tortugas National Park. That experience is logged in another YouTube video. I'll leave a link for that below in the description if you want to watch our Dry Tortugas National Park experience. But basically, we took a seaplane, a 35-minute seaplane ride to the island of Garden Key, where Fort Jefferson is on Dry Tortugas National Park, and we just hung out at the beach. We had some beers,
did some snorkeling.
Yeah, did snorkeling, and there was abundant sea life and reef. I was very happy. That was like the most vibrant reef I've ever seen snorkeling before, so that was awesome. And then explored the fort. Walked over to see the birds, get closer to the nesting bird area, and then came back, had a couple drinks on the ferry that was docked there, and then took our seaplane ride back.
Yep.
And then headed back to our camp resort.
We went to the Everglades.
Oh yeah, we did. One day we drove up north to the Everglades. I'm making a video on that as well. I'll link that below when that video is available. But we basically did 2 sections of the Everglades. The Shark Valley section was closed due to flooding. Right, so we just went down, did the Anhinga Trail, saw some Anhinga birds. They're very strange looking.
Saw a gator.
We did. We saw a gator, like literally right on the path, just taking a nap.
Yep.
And
3 feet away.
Yeah, he did not care. And then we got back in the car, drove down to the southwest section of the national park to the Flamingo area, and we did some kayaking with the crocodiles. And
yeah,
I went into the ranger station because we were both a little worried about kayaking because I had read that there are alligators and crocodiles in the canal where you kayak. So I asked the ranger if it was safe, and he's like, oh yeah, it's fine. No one's ever gotten eaten before. We're like, okay, great. So, and he's like, oh, and by the way, there's a big crocodile that's been hanging out in this one section, and someone just saw him 20 minutes ago. So we walk over there, and there were 2 big crocodiles, and they were doing weird things. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, the smaller one was kind of, I don't know, like being aggressive or something.
I don't know if it was like a mating thing or if it was a territorial thing.
They were doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also saw manatees. We saw a few manatees.
We did, yeah. One came right up by you when you were kayaking.
I was paddling with a manatee for a little while, and then he
was very curious.
I think he got spooked by someone else that was close by at some point because he just disappeared.
Went away, yeah.
But yeah, that was a good day.
That was a fun experience. Oh, what was that? And then we went back to the campground, and I enjoyed chasing some iguanas around and forcing Nate to do a Christmas photo shoot. He's in this tree. There he goes. He's going up the tree. There's a juvenile iguana. Making Nate do a Christmas photo shoot. He's really excited about it. He won't wear this hat until we get to the spot. another day, we drove up to Biscayne National Park, closer to the Miami area. We did not do a lot there because most of that national park is underwater, so it's best to see by a kayak or by...
It was chilly. It was like 62,
and windy.
63, and windy.
Yeah. So it's like best to see by kayak or snorkeling or by a boat, and we didn't want to do any of those things on a chillier day, so we just walked around the visitor center and did like a 1 mile out and back little trail there. Then we had some tacos.
It's our destination.
All done at Fiesta Key. Now we're going to Corishan State Park in Estero.
So a couple days after Christmas, we packed up and headed up northwest to Estero, where we stayed in Corishan State Park, which was the real Florida, according to the sign when you enter the park.
Jungle.
Yeah, it was kind of jungly, which was pretty cool.
It was.
But that was a really nice little campground. All of the sites you feel like you're more isolated because they've got
lots of privacy.
Lots of trees and shrubbery and stuff around you. So like you can kind of see your neighbor through the trees a little bit, but it feels a lot more private. The facilities there, you get water and electric. There is no sewage, so they have a dump station on site, but so bring your portable tank or you're going to be disconnecting and taking your trailer over. So but overall that was a nice campground. And what did we do when we were in Estero? We just hung out.
We
most of the time.
We love that area of Florida. It's just nice. There are a lot of nice restaurants and shops there, and
it was only 15 minutes to the beach, so we went to the beach at lunch.
Went to Bonita Beach.
Went to the beach after work.
I went to the beach in the morning for a run one day. Saw lots and lots of birds off of the water, just like pelicans and seagulls and other seabirds, literally just hundreds of them just sitting in the water. They were fishing. There were like tons of fish in the water, and they were all just waiting and getting all the fish. That was a really cool experience to see that.
And we saw some good sunsets.
We saw some amazing sunsets. I have a couple paintings I want to make from these sunsets that I saw. That was one of the nicest sunsets I've ever seen that day, when we just sat there watching the sunset. My favorite sunsets are when there are like some clouds, like just a couple puffy clouds kind of in front or like framing the area where the sun is setting, because it just creates all these brilliant colors in the sky. So we saw a very nice sunset like that is in the process of becoming a painting at the moment. We didn't really go anywhere for New Year's Eve. We kind of just hung out in the trailer and started to pack up everything, and then we headed back to Pittsburgh the next day.
So if you liked this video or you found anything helpful about it, make sure you smash that like button.
Smash it!
And also subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you are notified about any future videos.
We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.